So I was thinking of doing a full face of Quo Beauty, and this brand, you can find it in Canada only at Shoppers Drug Mart. So for any of my US friends or international friends, if you do have someone in Canada that can send you these products, that would be amazing if you're interested. But I want to show you what Quo Beauty is all about. And I have some old products and some new products that I just picked up yesterday. So let's get started. And I want to show you that some of these products are actually dupes for high-end products. For primer, there's no really a primer that I have from Quo Beauty. So I always like to use my e.l.f. one. So I'm always going with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Primer, and mine is in the shade Light, which is the lightest one. And I actually picked up 2 more because I am loving this primer so much, and I love to use it on its own and not even wear foundation with this one. But today, we're just going to prime the face, and then we're going to go with a Quo Beauty foundation. So for sponge, this is a Quo Beauty sponge. It is so cute. Look at that. So colorful, nice and rainbow. It's just like a crayon. And we're just going to push this primer in. So these Quo Beauty products are not as cheap. Like they're around $14, $18, $20. So they're not like e.l.f. cheap. They're a little bit more pricey, but I find them to be very interesting because they look very similar, like in packaging, like high-end brands. So I can't wait to show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so now that this is in, if you're wondering on my brows, I have my Gwen Stefani eye pencil, or what is this called? The Hella On Point Ultra Fine Brow Pencil, and my Glossier boy brow in the shade brown. Okay, so let's move on to foundation. So here is the Quo Beauty Liquid Foundation, and this is in the shade Vanilla C3. So look at this cute packaging. Now give it a good shake. Now this can be a dupe for the Glossier one. And also look at this, the MAC Face and Body Foundation. Look how similar they are. Even in packaging, look at the lids. And when you open it up, it's same thing. It's a squeezy tube. Exactly the same. Quo Beauty and MAC. So there's the dupe for the MAC one. If you want to buy the Quo Beauty one, MAC one is like $40 Canadian. This one, I don't remember, it was 18 or 20, but I don't remember. And I grabbed this much. That's the consistency. You can always build it up. Yeah, just put a little bit more. And then I'm going to use a Quo Beauty brush. This is a nice slanted brush, very similar to the BK Beauty 109 brush. So I guess that this is a dupe for that one. Brushes too are quite expensive. So it is a drugstore brand, but it's more on the higher pricing end than the regular products. But I guess everything at the drugstore now is like so much money. But I really love Quo Beauty. Quo Beauty is one of my favorite brands from the drugstore, along with NYX. And I also love Milani. So I love them all for different reasons. NYX, I love them for their lipsticks and lip liners and those eyeshadow sticks and colorful eyeliners. And Milani, I love them for their complexion. And Quo Beauty, I love a lot from Quo Beauty, like complexion. I have in today's video an eye product, and I'm so excited to show you guys. So now I'm going to go in with the sponge and make sure that we get rid of any brush strokes that we have. So you can see how beautiful this foundation is. It's more glowy. It provides a nice light to medium coverage, I would say, and very hydrating and healthy looking. But yeah, this is a wonderful foundation. Definitely recommend it. Now I'm going to go in with a Quo Beauty concealer, and it looks like this, and I don't have it. However, this is very similar to the Milk Makeup Concealer in packaging. I can't speak for the formula, but for the formula, I can speak that it's very similar to the NARS Radiant Concealer. So when you open it up, this is in the shade Ivory C2. So when you open it up, it's a doe foot applicator. So I'm just gonna add this in the inner corner, outer corner. I'm gonna use it as my priming my eyelids as well. So you can see the consistency is quite thick. And then we're gonna put some on the chin. So I'm gonna go in with the beauty sponge. It is more on the thicker side, but it blends like a dream. Like it's very nice and hydrating and brightening as well, depending on the shade you have. Oh, it's just so pretty. The complexion looks wonderful here. I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit. Yeah, let's move on to bronzer. Now, this bronzer, I don't think I have a dupe for it, but if you guys think of one, let me know. And it's the Quo Beauty bronzer. This is in the shade Natural 1018. It looks like this. It's so pretty. And then for this, yeah, I'm gonna use a BK Beauty 107 brush. And let's just bronze up the face a bit. So a little bit goes a long way. Don't apply too much pressure. This is a powdered bronzer. I love this bronzer so much. Packaging is kind of interesting because if you do have cream on your hands, it's going to be very difficult to open that packaging. This is very nice to use on your eyelids, but we're not going to use it on the eyelids because I do have a nice eyeshadow for you guys. I also wanted to show you guys the Quo Beauty concealer brush. It's like this, slanted, dense, and tiny like this. So I love the packaging that is nice and see-through. And for cream products, which I guess we do have a cream product, I will show you another Quo Beauty brush that I own. I really love their brushes too. Okay, so that's it for now. I think the complexion looks nice, but this is what I'm talking about the packaging. It's just this lid that goes on top, and it's kind of hard to remove sometimes if you do have oily hands or creamy hands. Now let's move on to blush. Now I'm gonna show you this. Look at this. So you guys can tell me if you know which one's Quo Beauty and which one is high end. Let me hold them like this. You guys can tell. I guess this is Quo Beauty and this is high end. So I'm gonna show you a couple swatches. We're not gonna go in with this product because I've used them before. I have a new blush, but here is the Quo Beauty Cheek and Lip Multitasking Stick. It comes like this and it twists up. And then I'm gonna show you my Huda Beauty, and this is the Rebel Red Cheeky Tint. Obviously the shades are different, but the formula feels the same. And the packaging, this is the closest I could get. Like, they seem very similar. So there's one. And then of course we have the Glossier Cloud Paints, and these are my Quo Beauty blushes, like the featherweight cream blushes. So this is the similar ones, but the packaging, look at that, exactly the same. So these are the Glossier ones, and then we have the Quo Beauty ones, very similar. So there's a dupe for those. You can get the Quo Beauty ones. This ones, again, last a very long time, just like the Glossier ones. They are very hydrating on the cheek and they blend nice. A little bit goes a long way. Keep that in mind. And they're exactly like my Glossier ones. I don't see a difference. I do have this ones, and they came in a Christmas set, and they're like this ones that open like this, and they're a bronzer, blush, and highlighter. So I do have a couple of them. There they are, and I haven't reached for them. a lot. I have to keep one on my desk, I think, at all times. Gorgeous. So we're not going to get into this today because I have a new blush. Okay, so let's get into my new blush that I picked up. And this is the Quo Beauty blush in the shade Pink Passion. Now, doesn't this remind you kind of the Dior one? I think so. This was $14, this one here. And it's more of a bigger packaging compared to the bronzer, you can see. However, I have seen this blush in this container as well, in this little one, almost for the same price. So I don't know, I picked up this one because it looked like there's more product in here. Now let me open it up because this is brand new. And we finally got it open. Here's a close-up. It's so pretty. So again, very similar to the Dior one, but let's try it out and see. Swatch it here. Ooh, very nice and pink. I'm gonna swatch the Dior one too. Dior one is not as intense. Okay, so here we have the Dior one, which is a little bit more on the purple side. And then here we have the Quo Beauty one. Very similar. Very similar. Okay, so let's move on with this one. And I'm going to use a Moda blush brush. And let's see how this applies to the cheek. Ooh, very nice and spring color. Now, the product that we have for the lips probably not going to be a good match because I don't have a pink one, but I can't wait to show you what I picked up. Like, isn't this a pretty shade? I think it's just gorgeous. And a little bit goes a long way, and then you can just blend it and diffuse the edges a little bit. And that's all you need to add to the cheeks. Look at that. Beautiful. A lot of product is in here, and a little bit goes a long way. Very, very nice. I'm so excited. Okay. Oh, highlighter. So I have a liquid highlighter. And this is, I don't know what this reminds me of, but you guys can comment down below and let me know. But this is the Quo Beauty Glow Getters Highlighter. And it looks like a nail polish. Comes with a dropper. And this is very intense. It comes like this with a dropper. And there's the product. I'm going to go with a Moda brush. Pick it up and a little bit goes a long way. I think I went too much. But this melts into your skin so nicely. Look at that glow. Beautiful. And I still have lots on my hand. You see how intense that is? I really love this one because it just melts into the skin, and then you can go in with your blush brush with a sponge and mesh everything together. Okay, so this is what the complexion looks like. Very nice blush with highlighter. I love how those two mash together. You can see how everything looks beautiful. Now let's move on to eyes. I did not powder my under eyes, and I'm wearing that concealer, and I don't see one bit of settling underneath my eyes in the fine lines. And I did not set it with powder. I'm not going to use any powder in today's video because I don't have a powder by Quo Beauty. But yeah, look at that. Beautiful, right? Okay, let's move on to eyes. So for eyes, look at the stack. I have the Quo Beauty 4 stack. This is stacked eyeshadow in the shade Snowcone 73. Now, what does this remind you of? They actually have a nude one only, which is similar to the Kaja Beauty. So there is Quo and Kaja. The only difference is that Kaja has 3 stacks and the Quo Beauty has 4. But it's exactly the same size, you can see. Same circle size, everything. So I am so excited because I love this shade. I'm going to put up here a picture of the other shades that they have. in case you're interested. But let's see how the formula is. So here is the first shade. Look at that nice sparkly shade. I'm really excited about this one, the teal one. Ooh, look at that teal one. So pretty. I mean, not teal, like it's like a mint. And the next one is a very nice cool tone brown. And the last one is very nice shimmery gray. It looks kind of purple when you turn it. So I'm just going to open them like this so you guys can see more. So how many shades? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's give it a swatch. And of course you have a mirror right here. And here they are swatched. Look at that pastel like they're not scary looking. Beautiful, aren't they? That's so exciting. Okay, let's get into creating something with this. So I'm gonna first go into this shade right here. And for brushes, I'm gonna use my BK Beauty brushes. Since we didn't use a cream product, this is the other brush I was talking about by Quo Beauty, which is more of a jade. It's not plastic, it's like one of those jade stones with this gold top, and the top is very dense and slanted. So that's a very nice brush for applying cream products. Okay, so let's start doing the eyes. I'm so excited. This is the first time I'm using Quo Beauty eyeshadow. So this is a BK Beauty 201. Wow. Oh, I think I have sparkles on this brush. Let's use a BH Cosmetics number 8. Maybe the sparkles are from the actual product. We'll see. I don't see sparkles on the hand. Yeah, so ignore the sparkles here. My brush was dirty. My BK Beauty brush was dirty and had sparkles from before. So this is what the actual shade looks like on the eyelid. So you don't see any sparkles at all. That is so pretty. Such a beautiful light shade. Let's add this all over the eyelid as well. Yeah, let's go in with this darker gray, and I think I'm going to use my finger for this. It's so pretty. And just add it in the outer corner here. Just like that to intensify that outer corner. This is beautiful. You don't have to use all of the shades at once. You can just choose and pick, but I want to show you how everything performs and how the shades look on the eyes in case you're interested in this. Okay, so let's move on to the first shade, which is a shimmery shade but lighter. It's like a very nice gold champagne. And put this in the middle and inner corner here. Very nice shade. Like the intensity of them are perfect. Not too much, but not too little. You can actually see them on the eyes. Oh, here's another Quo Beauty brush I have. Again, this is probably more of a nice flat brush. And I'm going to use it to apply this shade in the inner corner here, a little bit closer to my inner corner. The brushes are very soft and a very good quality, great quality. For the bottom lash line, I'm going to go in with that first shade right here. Like this is not cheap quality. This is great quality. The packaging, it's like not flimsy at all. Okay, so let's go in with a small Morphe brush. And I just want to add this on the bottom lash line a bit. I'm going to go in with a BK Beauty 207 in the same shade. Add a little bit more underneath here, just to tie in with the top shade. For the inner corner, I'm really excited because I do want to use this mint shade in the inner corner. I wonder how it's going to look like. So I'm going to go with a BK Beauty 209. Because it seems light enough to be added in the inner corner. Oh yeah. So it's very nice and light. Like it's not an intense. Look at that. So it's a more of a satin finish. So it's not a completely matte. You can see a little bit of shine. Ah, it's so pretty. perfect shade for inner corner for sure. So I think I'm gonna go into that dark gray with the BK Beauty 207 brush and add a little bit on the outer corner just to intensify this a little bit. Make it a little bit darker. So only on the outer corner here, so that we can tie it with the top one. So we still have to put mascara, but this is what the eyes look like. I love it. I'm gonna go ahead off camera and do my lashes and mascara. Enjoy this intermission, and I'll be right back with this fun lip product that is very similar to a Sephora one. I mean, one from Sephora. Okay, so here's a close-up of the eyes. I've used my Loreal Voluminous Brown Balm Mascara and my Annabelle Skinny Mascara on the bottom lashes. So this was for the top. And the eyes, what do you guys think? And look at underneath my eyes. The concealer has not settled into any of my fine lines. The blush still looks very nice. It's still there with the highlighter, the nice bronzer. Everything looks so smooth and so nicely blended together that you can't even tell where it starts and where it ends. So let's move on to lips now. Ooh, I'm so excited. I have no idea what this product is all about and how it feels on the lips. And this is the Quo Beauty Plumping Lip Butter. Now, what does this remind you of? It can remind you of the Makeup by Mario, those lip jellies that he came out with, the latest lip jellies, or a Lawless product like this, very similar. So let's open it up, and this is in the shade Chef's Kiss. Okay, so this is how big it looks like. Ooh. So it looks like this. You hear that? So I wonder if this, okay, so it doesn't go back. Luckily I checked. So it's very similar to the Makeup by Mario ones. What did I just tell you? So let me see if I can swatch it here on the hand. Look at that. It feels exactly like the, what is it called? That Black Honey by Clinique. But the packaging and the color is very similar to the Makeup by Mario one. So let's just apply this to the lips. So you can see that I've applied this with absolutely no lip liner, and it feels great. Wow. Okay, so what it feels like on the lips, it feels minty. It doesn't feel like it's hurting, but it feels like it's plumping in a minty way. It feels like your breath is fresh from toothpaste. That's what kind of the feeling I'm getting. And again, once you twist it out, don't twist it all the way out, because when you come back, it doesn't twist back. So it's exactly like the Makeup by Mario one. So here's a dupe for the Makeup by Mario one. I'm going to put a picture of the one I'm talking about because I don't have it. I really wanted to get it, but it's so expensive and I have so many lip products and I didn't want to invest in that. And I think this was $14. Still quite expensive, but look at this, a tint of color, a balm. It's hydrating, it smells nice, it feels like mint on your lips, and it just gives your lips a little bit of color and a little bit of life. So, I don't know, I think it goes together even with the blush. I'm not really picky in what I'm wearing. Of course, I don't want like a blue lips and pink cheeks or anything like that, but I'm not very picky when it comes to choosing my lip colors. I think that this one works very nice. Okay, so again, no creasing underneath my eyes. So here's a last close-up and I'll give you my final thoughts. No powder, nothing in the eyes, and it looks very healthy. I have normal to dry skin, keep that in mind. So this is what I recommend from Quo Beauty. Definitely the foundation and the concealer are some of the top products. I love these products. They perform like high-end, they last all day long, they don't become cakey, very healthy looking and hydrating. Definitely these two products. Now again, this bronzer a little bit goes a long way. It's not patchy, it's a powder bronzer, and it blends very smoothly into the skin without leaving those marks on your face that you notice where you put bronzer. So this is another product I recommend. You can probably stay away from this one. I don't even know if you can find them. The products and the formula is amazing, but you know, if you can't find them, you're not missing much. However, this is beautiful. I have so many eyeshadow palettes, and you can probably find this in a Natasha Denona palette, but to have it in a stack, good for traveling. The formula is amazing. You can create so many fun looks, from something shimmery like this, like going out at night, to something more matte with a little bit of mint pop of color in the inner corner. I love these colors. I love these colors. Like, all these colors are so aesthetic looking to me. So this is beautiful. And of course the blush. Definitely recommend the blush. I love this color. I would have never picked this color, but since I had the Dior one and I saw how nice it looks on the cheeks and how not as intense and bright it feels, I went for this because I thought this is a dupe for the Dior one, and it definitely is. It looks beautiful. So this is a must as well. Nothing's a must. You don't have to go buy these things, but these are my thoughts on what you can buy from this brand. And also this Quo Beauty highlighter. There's a lot of product in here, but a little bit goes a long way, you saw. And I love this product more than the powdered highlighter because this product actually melts into the skin like a cream, and you don't even see where the highlighter started and ended, or where the blush starts, because it's just like a cream. It mashes with your cheek. Definitely love this. These are more intense, so I recommend this one. These are actually made in Italy, so they're so pretty. Probably, I mean, I love everything from Quo Beauty, but even this products a little bit goes a long way. But you don't need to waste your money on 2 tubes because you're not going to go through this, and the product will eventually expire. So I don't know, maybe go with this one because this shade is just so pretty. Anyways, I love everything from Quo Beauty. Those are just some of the things that work wonderful for me. So I wanted to share with you my thoughts on them and show you how they actually apply and look on the face. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. And I thank you so much, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.